It's fair to say that we all need food to live, and with hundreds of thousands, even millions of food options to choose from, it's a no-brainer that your health is dependent upon making good food choices. However, no matter how good you think certain foods are, there are some sneaky ingredients that you'll find in foods in the grocery stores, restaurants, and even your favorite fast food joints. So what exactly are some of these ingredients? And in which foods can we find them? And more importantly, what effects do they have on our bodies once we consume them? Hey everyone, what's going on? This is Kashan from Facts on TV, and in this video, we're gonna take a look at 10 ingredients that are sneakily placed in our foods that are just simply bad for us. And even with some of these ingredients in certain places of the world, they are actually banned. And yet they still find their way in many of the food and drinks that it is that we consume. And for those of you who are big fans of Lunchables and cold cut type meats, wait until fact number 7. And with that being said, let's get right into the video. Alright, so first up, we've got sodium nitrate and sodium nitrite. Now these are preservatives used to prevent bacterial growth and maintain the pinkish color in meats and fish. And these are generally found in hot dogs, bacon and breakfast sausages, canned, cured, and packaged meats. Now where these meats become dangerous is if you consume a high amount of them, then they could potentially lead to cancer, because nitrite can cause carcinogenic compounds, especially when exposed to hot environments like a hot frying pan, or acidic environments like your digestive system. Alright, but I want to be clear though, as a disclaimer moving forward in this video, this is not medical advice, nor am I a dietitian or a nutritionist. So please just take what it is that's presented in this video purely as entertainment. So you may want to consult with a professional nutritionist or anybody within the medical field before you make any personal health choices. Now up next, we've got artificial coloring. Now many artificially colored foods use synthetic dyes, and over the years the FDA has banned many of these dyes, while at the same time certifying others to be used in our baked foods, beverages, and candies. But still, there are many individuals and health groups that maintain that approved dyes such as blue number 1, 2, and 3, and yellow dye number 6 poses a risk of cancer, and that still further research needs to be done. So what about fully hydrogenated vegetable oil? So what exactly is it? Well, it's an extremely hard wax-like fat made by forcing as much hydrogen as possible onto the carbon backbone of fat molecules. To obtain manageable consistency, the food manufacturers often blend the hard fats with the non-hydrogenated liquid fats. And this kind of thing could be found in a number of baked goods, as well as peanut butters and margarines that generally come in a tub. Now, from what it is that I understand in theory, fully hydrogenated oils, as opposed to partially hydrogenated oils, should contain zero trans fats. But the process of hydrogenation isn't completely perfect, which means that those trans fats will sneak their way in there, but generally in small amounts. Now let's take a look at red number 3 and red number 40. Now these are food dyes that are cherry red and orange red respectively, where red number 40 is the most widely used food dye in America. And these dyes can be found in fruit cocktails, candies, chocolate cake, cereals, beverages, pastries, maraschino cherries, and fruit snacks. Now the FDA has called for a ban on red number 3 in the past, but so far it's said that they've been unsuccessful in implementing it. Now after the dye was inextricably linked to thyroid tumors in rat studies, the FDA managed to have the liquid form of the dye removed from cosmetics and external medicine. Now I bet these were used in those cough syrups that actually tasted like juice, and I know you guys know some of what it is that I'm talking about. Alright, so up next we've got aspartame. So this is basically a near 0 calories artificial sweetener made by combining 2 amino acids with methanol. Now these are most commonly used in diet sodas, and aspartame is 180 times sweeter than sugar. And from what it is that we found, this ingredient is in more than 6,000 grocery items. And aside from diet sodas, it's also in yogurt and tabletop sweeteners such as NutraSweet and Equal. Now I find it crazy that we have so many of these items in our fridges and in our cupboards, in our kitchen, and for ladies, probably got some stuff in your purses. And the food companies keep selling it to us because, well, I guess for them it's a profit, but really and truly it's creating a more unhealthy America. So recently, the Dietary Guidelines Advisory Committee gave the go-ahead to enjoy aspartame in moderation. However, over the past 30 years, the FDA received thousands of consumer complaints due largely to neurological conditions such as headaches, dizziness, memory loss, and in rare cases, epileptic seizures. Now, many studies have shown that aspartame is completely harmless, while other research suggests that the additive is linked to a range of cancers. So the next time you go ahead and reach for that Diet Coke, for that Diet Pepsi, you may want to keep this in mind. Alright, so we've reached the halfway point of this video, and if you've liked what it is that you've seen so far and what it is that we're delivering in this video, please do us a big favor and give this video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button, and if you've got any thoughts about what it is that we're sharing, please go ahead and drop those comments in the comment section of this video. We appreciate every interaction, every subscription, every view that it is that we get. With that being said, let's roll right back into the facts and let's get things going. Alright, now let's take a look at yellow dye number 5 and yellow dye number 6. Now yellow dye number 5 is the second most commonly used food dye, while yellow dye number 6 is the third most used food dye. And these are generally found in cereals, pudding, bread mix, beverages, chips, cookies, and condiments. Now it's really important to know that these dyes have been linked to causing ADD in children. As a matter of fact, Norway and Sweden has banned both these dyes from being used in any food items. And for the rest of the European Union, foods that contain these additives must be slapped with a special statement. And this statement reads, may have an adverse effect on activity and attention in children. Now it's said that yellow dye number 5 is known to cause allergic type reactions, like hives for example, but it's said to only happen to a small portion of the population. Now there's a host of other animal studies that demonstrate potential risks such as kidney and intestinal tumors. And even with a pile of documentaries that talk about this stuff, the FDA still does not view these things as a dangerous risk to humans. And in all honesty, I'm sure we have our own ideas about the FDA. And if they're allowing things like this to slip through our food system, what else are they introducing that we just don't know? And that's food for thought. Alright, now let's take a look at sodium phosphate. Now this is an additive made up of sodium and phosphate that's used to keep meats moist and tender during storage. And this additive is generally found in sausages, lunch and other processed meats, hams, and canned fish. Now it said that even though phosphates are necessary for our diets, excess phosphates, especially inorganic phosphates, that is added to food is more easily absorbed by the body. So when high levels of phosphates are seeped into the blood, it can increase the risk of heart disease. Now doctors today are now linking the compound to chronic kidney disease, as well as weak bones and premature death. Now when you come to think about it, that's actually kind of scary, where many of us are literally eating ourselves to an early grave. Now let's take a look at the infamous monosodium glutamate, or as many of us affectionately call it, MSG. Now MSG is a salt of the amino acid glutamic acid, used to enhance the savory flavor of foods. Now MSG itself has little flavor, and exactly how it enhances other foods is unknown. And of course MSG could be found in certain chilies, soups, chips, and foods with chicken or beef flavoring. Now it's interesting to note that studies have shown that MSG when injected in mice caused brain cell damage. But the FDA believes that the results aren't typical in humans, and they've received dozens of reaction complaints per year. And these include nausea, headache, chest pains, and weakness. Now it's also known that MSG is used to make foods more appetizing. And to make matters worse, it literally blocks the hormones that tells your body and tells your brain that you're full. It cuts off that communication line and therefore leaves you overeating. Now look, like many of you, I love an all-you-can-eat restaurant. But honestly, we really have to be extremely conscious about the things that it is that we're putting into our bodies, because clearly there's a whole list of adverse effects that's happening whenever it is that you ingest a lot of MSG. And of course, from what it is that we found, and of course you can do the research yourself, MSG is in a lot of things. But at least you know now, and you can do something about it. Alright, so up next we've got evaporated cane juice. And this sweetener is derived from sugar cane. And this is the same plant that is used for refined table sugar. Now, because it's subject to less processing than table sugar, evaporated cane juice retains slightly more nutrients than the grassy cane sugar. And this sweetener is often found in yogurt, soy milk, protein bars, granola, cereals, chicken sausages, and other natural or organic foods. Now, though it's known that this kind of sugar is generally used in more pristine, healthier foods, the actual difference in nutritional value of these sugars compared are very minuscule. So don't think that because you're at Whole Foods and you're buying something with cane sugar that you're actually getting something that is more nutritional than the traditional table sugar, where even the evaporated cane juice could pack on some of the excess weight that it is that you've worked so hard to keep off. Now this one got me. I love myself some caramel, especially caramel sundaes, and I'm seeing here caramel coloring. Now let's take a look at this. Now this additive is created by treating sugar with ammonia, which is said could create some really nasty carcinogens. And if you're unfamiliar with what carcinogens are, well, they're cancer-causing agents. And these are often found in soft drinks, some snack and protein bars, candies, coffee-flavored syrups, processed snacks, and baked goods. Now, caramel coloring has also been linked to causing cancer in animals. And in 2011, the International Center for Research on Cancer deemed the additive possibly carcinogenic to humans. Now, to sum it all up, it seems like a lot of these ingredients and additives and sweeteners and whatever, it seems like a lot of them are linked to causing cancer, heart disease, brain injuries, and all these crazy things. And imagine how much of this we actually consume on a daily basis. Which, and again, this is my theory, this is not fact, this is just my theory. This is the reason why America is in this crazy health crisis, as well as the rise in these mental health issues that's really gripping America. So the thing is, we really got to be very conscious about the things that it is that we're putting in our bodies. The food and the drinks that it is that we're putting inside are having crazy adverse effects on the quality of life that it is that we ultimately live. It's affecting our biology, our physiology, our neurology. It's literally affecting us as a human being. I am not a nutritionist, nor am I a therapist or physician or any type of medical advisor whatsoever. I trust that you'd go and find the actual professionals to help you navigate your way through this. But as I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself. Please take better care of our bodies, the things that it is that we ingest, the things that we eat, the things that we drink, and make sure that we augment it all with daily exercise if possible. And with that being said, that wraps up this video. So if you've indulged in any of these foods, and I know most of you guys have, go ahead and leave your comments in the comment section of this video and let me know your thoughts about what it is that we presented in this video. And let me know if you're one of those individuals looking to lead a healthier lifestyle, where overall you're looking to make better food choices and take care of your body on a whole. I'm really interested in finding out what it is that you plan on doing and how things are going for you. And for those who haven't done so already, please give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and leave your comments in the comment section of this video. And with that being said, we thank you, we appreciate you, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.